you're new to business. You keep hearing this thing about this sales funnel and you don't know what to do, what it is, how to start it, where to go. You don't know anything about this sales funnel. I am going to show you, tell you, guide you on how to create your first sales funnel for free. So stay tuned. All right, so it's Tashima. If you do not know, I started my business in 2020 after I was fired from my corporate job, and it's been up ever since then. And a big way for a lot of my success, even though I did not know I was doing this, was me creating a sales funnel. So I'm going to tell you now in advance, this is only for beginners. This is only for people who are just starting out, who really don't know much about it. In this video, I'm going to give you the basis, the foundation piece of it that you need that will help you to grow and actually make something of it. If you need something a little more advanced after you've seen this, if you feel like, maybe I'm a beginner, maybe I'm not. If you feel like you need more, put it in the comments, because I do have more to give. But I did not want to overwhelm you all. So if you are a beginner, this is exactly what you need. All right, let's get to it. All right, so for me, starting out, what I would do is focus on the software. Because if you choose the right software, it's going to make a lot of this a whole lot easier for you. And you will have a lot of help through that software to actually get it done. So some of the softwares you'll need, and really probably only a good CRM. You need a really good CRM, y'all. Like, trust me on that one. You want to get something that can help you build a landing page, and you want to get an email marketing tool. And then lastly, you want to get an analytical tool. So you can use Google for your analytics. You can use Microsoft. I use Microsoft because it also allows for you to see the recording of what they were doing on your screen. So when y'all click the links, I see when y'all hovering, I can see it all. I see everything. But it does help to determine, they're hovering here, and it may be because they didn't understand what I was trying to say. Or maybe my call to action wasn't as compelling. Or maybe they didn't even scroll the page. Well, lets me know the top of the page needs a lot of work. So that's really good to have. And then with those email marketing systems, a lot of times you can find a landing page builder and an email marketing system in one. So I use a software called System.io where I do just that. A lot of the landing pages that we have, some of them, I won't say a lot, some of them, or maybe a piece of them, are used using System.io. I have a web developer. I have someone who does my systems, my websites, web developing, landing pages, all of that. So we use WordPress for that, but sometimes we do have to integrate it with System.io, which works perfectly because, again, I use that for my email marketing as well. Now, for your CRM system, you can pretty much use anything. If you are new, you don't want to spend any money on it, I would use Trello. Even if you go into Trello, they have a template that says, I want to say it says CRM, that you can use and add to your board, and it is already pre-made for you to kind of follow the steps of what to do when it comes to, tracking those leads and cultivating those leads. But I would start with Trello. If you don't like Trello, I love ClickUp. I would use something like ClickUp to assist as well. Once you've done that, you kind of figured out your software, you kind of got a flow of what you're about to use. Now you want to attract your leads. So you want to create a lead magnet. You want to create a client magnet. That is so funny. That just came to mind. But you want to create something that is going to get them to want to work with you. So I've said this in other videos before. You want to give them a little gravy. You want to give them a little gravy. You don't want to give them the meat, but you want to give them gravy to where they taste it and they're like, okay, I like this. I need a little bit more. Maybe you give them another little teaspoon of gravy. But you want to give them something so that they can taste that the information that you have is valuable and that they can only get it from you. I want you to know that your lead magnet, it need to be free. Okay, don't try to come off with nothing that's going to cost. So you can come up with like a step-by-step guide. You can come up with a checklist, free videos, a webinar, a free worksheet. Anything like that will be considered a lead magnet to help get people in. to just, again, add to your email list that you're going to use for your email marketing. And again, it will cultivate that relationship. And this is the basics. This is the top, the top funnel. It's kind of made like a little funnel. This is the top of that. So that lead magnet is going to turn people from cold to warm, and that's exactly what you want. Now, another way you could do this with attracting new leads is you can do your content marketing. So even like your blog posts, you could do like YouTube, any type of content marketing truly will help you to drive organic traffic. And that's exactly what we are aiming for. All right, so you want to make sure that if you're going to do like a landing page, that you want to make sure it goes along with your brand colors. If you have not watched my video on branding, you need to make sure you watch it, because people make this mistake all the time and don't understand why people not fooling with them. Your brand is important, and people really do react and act towards certain things, and it triggers certain emotions. So you want to make sure that if you're going to create a landing page, that you design it where it is aligned with what you already have going on with your brand. So make sure it highlights your offer. That's most important. And then make sure you are calling out the people that it is for. So a lot of times, even in my landing pages, or even in my content, you will hear me say women. I just say women because sometimes if you say anything else for what I do, it may confuse people. But let's just say you work with women coaches. You're going to say women coaches. Let's say you work with athletic men. Like, you want to know who they are so that you can call them out. That way, that stops the scroll immediately, because they're like, they talking to me. Let me see what they're talking about. And then they're going through your landing page to actually see what this offer is and if it's going to solve the problem that they actually have. On your landing page, I cannot stress this enough how important this is. You want to make sure you have a lead form that will get the data. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Get the data. Make sure that people are leaving their phone numbers, their names, and their emails so that you can add them to your CRM. You can add them to your email list, and we can cultivate a relationship with those people. If they don't want to be cultivated, they're going to leave. But it's up to you to make sure you at least try to cultivate something. Like, don't try to holler at the girl and then don't get the girl phone number. Like, that makes no sense at all. So it needs to be the same in your business. Like, I had to use something we all could relate to. Like, why would this man holler at me and I think he's fine, and then he don't get my phone number? Like, don't play with my emotions like that. So make sure you're getting the information. Make sure you are able to utilize that information and have something that's going to be valuable for them to use later on. Now, I keep talking about this email list. This is how we nurture and convert our leads into paid clients. There are other ways. This is one that works very well, and one that I am familiar with, and one that even I as a consumer fall for all the time. So listen, what you need to do, let's say you just gave out that freebie. In your email marketing system, there is a way for you to automatically send someone an email once they put in their information, right? So you want that email to be sent. They got the email. They see their freebie or whatever it is that you sent to them. Now that's not it. The work is like nowhere near done. So now you maybe want to give it a day or two and send them another email. And depending on how well your software is, I love System.io because it allows for me to do this. If that person never opened that email, I'm going to send them a particular email that says, hey, why you sign up if you ain't want it? Give it back. No, I'm just kidding. But it gives me that option. Now, if they did open it, I'm going to send them a different email that maybe is going to help motivate them, or to kind of help them to get on using that that freebie that I just gave them. And then after that, do you think I'm done sending emails? No. It might send them one more automatic email or two more automatic emails for that particular workflow until they are thrown in my email list that I send out to everyone weekly. So you want to have an email sequence happening when you have these lead magnets, because if you don't, it really does not work. If you think you just gonna send these folks this lead and that's it, it's pointless. It's pointless. It really is. So I want to make sure that you understand that. And that's why I said I start with the softwares first, because I'm giving you all this now so that you know when you go look for these softwares that you're able to see if they can offer the things that you're looking for. But you do want to make sure that you have that email sequence in that workflow for when you send that freebie out to your clients, your potential clients. So one thing I love to do is like exclusive stuff to my email list, for my email list. Like only the people who are on my email list can get this. Like I'm only offering this from an email list. Host private online events or host even in-person events if you up to it. I mean, I wouldn't do it for free, but I'm just saying, if you do that exclusively for your email list, they're going to tell other people about it. And then you can take it a step further. You can post it on your social media like, hey, this is what we're doing for my email list. If you want to get in, you need to get in now. They going to jump on. They will jump on. But that's something that kind of helps to build up that email list. And that's just more potential leads who were cold, who ain't want nothing to do with you, didn't know you, couldn't care for you, and now they care just a little bit. Now they're intrigued just a little bit. And that's exactly where we're trying to take them. That is your sales funnel. We still going. Now you've done all of that. Now it's time to sell and upsell. So now you need to create a sales page. You already created your landing page. Your sales page is not going to be that much different. It's just going to be a little bit more in depth. It's going to tell who it's for, who it's not for. It's also going to give some testimonials of people who have experienced this service that you're offering, or some type of work that you've done for whoever. It's going to be on there. Now you got legitimate social proof on there. You're telling them exactly what they're getting when they sign up. You give them a call to action, and don't just give them one call to action with one button. Give them a few. So after they see like your what you're getting, give them a call to action. They want to see a little bit more. Okay, cool. Now you're telling them who it's for, who it's not for. Give them another call to action with a button for them to sign up. They not finished? Okay, cool. Let them go down to the testimonial, so on and so forth. And you can add other things in your sales page, but that's just a really good basis to start with that a lot of people tend to buy when they see that type of flow. It can go in whatever way you want it to go, but when they see social proof, when they see that it's for them, when they get to read what it is, it really does help. Another thing I'll tell you, and I had to A/B test this on something. Sometimes a video works. So you want to keep all of that other stuff, but if you add a video, it just kind of boosts it a little bit more, and that really does help your situation. Now, I will also tell you, I have A/B tested this, and sometimes the video did not work. So you just may want to try out what works best for you, and maybe do 2 sales pages and just push them out. However, especially if you're running ads, you may have one ad with one sales page, another ad with another. Whatever the case may be, I know that's a little more advanced, but I just kind of want to give you the real life, the real spiel of being an entrepreneur and what your sales funnel should look like. And that is a part of that. The last thing I want to make sure you know is on your sales page, let's say they click it and they're interested. They're ready to buy. Let's say they buy. You want to make sure you have an upsell. Maybe it's something that goes with it, a workbook or whatever. Or maybe it's a private session that comes with it. I don't know what your service is, but an upsell, something that can go along with that thing. And then also, let's just say they're at your call to action. They're not interested at the bottom of the page. They click on no, not interested. You want to give them a downsell. Something that they can still utilize. It just doesn't cost as much, but they can still utilize that will kind of help solve some of those problems. Not all, baby, because it's value over everything. I'm going to give you a little something, but make sure that it can provide some sort of value for them, and maybe it's the price of your product that they just can't commit to at that moment, which is fine. That's why you give them a downsell. But you'll be so surprised at how many people are willing to purchase your downsell or add on to what they already bought from you. I am an upsell type of girl. The type of consumer that I am, it's rare that I'll get the downsell. I would rather, personally, You sell to me, okay, I'm down, I want it, I buy it, and then I buy whatever else comes with it. I do that all the time, and that's from a consumer standpoint. But from someone who's in business, I will tell you, people get the down sales. So make sure you have them, because when they get those down sales and they see how valuable it is, it makes them want that offer that they, that they couldn't get at the time even more. And now they're going to work towards having it. Now they got your notifications on because they're like, I don't want to miss anything that she's putting out. And that's very important. So make sure you have that upsell and that downsell. Now, what we just went through was a basic sales funnel. I just gave you everything you need, that all these marketing gurus, all these business gurus, everything you see, that is what they do. Now, it does sound like a lot of work. It comes with a lot. I will not even lie to you. And if you feel like you need additional assistance, you definitely want to click the link in my description, because I will help you take it to another level. But this is a basis of what you can start with that will help you get leads in to help you make money. So, if you've enjoyed this video, I want you to make sure that you like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. And then you can check out the next videos that YouTube is going to present to you. And I'll see you on the next video.